Hello, welcome everyone. Today is, oh no, I'm echoing. Hello, welcome everyone. My name is Catherine Kuntz. I'm the Special Collections Supervisor here at the Davenport Public Library. Today I am with Lynn Palmer. She is our Information Services Librarian, and we're here to introduce you guys to a new project that we're working on. So it is called QC Life in the New Normal. It's a writing project, and we really want to share it with you, and I'm going to pass it over to Lynn, and she'll tell you a little bit more about it.
Hello. We think this is an important project right now, and we see it as a way to do a number of things. For example, writing is an outlet for creativity, and we're all looking for ways to express ourselves right now. So taking the time to sit down, be introspective, and to compose something creative, be it an essay, a short story, or a poem, all that has therapeutic value. And thinking through your feelings, your fears, and your hopes, it allows you to give them shape, and you can stop ruminating about that over and over. It allows you to explain to yourself how your own personal situation fits into that of the community as a whole, and on a larger scale, how the whole world is connected right now. So our goal is we're hoping that the longer pieces, as opposed to many things that are being shared on social media, will help us to understand this moment in time, both now and when we look back to 2019 or 2020 in the future. So Catherine can talk about how this is a way of documenting this point in time, and to think about that connection.
So anything that we create right now in the present it is history. So taking a look back at another really big pandemic that faced the world was the 1918 influenza pandemic, and that was something that we have many different documents about. We have diary entries, we have letters, we have newspaper articles, and tons of different things about that, recording what happened and kind of what life was like back then. So even if you just write down a grocery receipt, and then also write a letter to your grandparents or your aunt and uncle or a friend, and then you receive one back, you have those objects that in 20 to 100 years time can actually are really telling, and they'll showcase what your life was like at that time and what an ordinary person was doing during this pandemic. And then if we raise all of our voices together and write those collectively, then we'll have even more of a documentation of what's happening right now. So let's try and get our creative juices going, and the writing can be nonfiction, fiction, just dots and thoughts of things that we want to write about, but they can be in fun, different formats.
So some particulars, what can you submit? We have said 200 to 500 word writing pieces, but understandably some things like poems and diary entries are probably going to be a lot shorter, and that's fine. If you would like to submit multiple types of writing, for example, maybe you want to do diary entries and also write an essay, or Catherine has mentioned you could write a letter to your future self about how you're feeling right now. If you're having trouble getting started and you'd like some writing prompts, you might want to consider some questions such as, what am I grateful for? Are there parts of this new way of living that I'm enjoying or I found beneficial? Who have I come to admire? Is there a local leader or a world leader that you admire or have come to admire? A nurse or a firefighter or a volunteer firefighter, somebody who works at a grocery store or a nursing home. or somebody who is in a nursing home, a member of your family or friend. And also, if you have taken photos or you produce some artwork and you to accompany your piece, we'd really like to see that as well. So Catherine's going to talk about the actual way to submit your writing.
So we have several different ways that you can submit your writing or photos or artwork. So one way is through our library's calendar of events. It's called LibCal, and we have an event on there regarding the writing project. So you can find that, and there's going to be a Google form on there. So you'll enter in the information that we ask. Mostly it's just your name and your contact information so that we'll have that with your piece. You can submit your writing as either a doc format or a PDF. You can also upload PNGs or JPEGs for your images. And so you can do that. That's pretty easy. But if that's giving you some trouble, you can email it to us at specialcollections@davenportlibrary.com. So Special Collections is all one word, and Davenport Library is all one word as well. And so you can submit it to that. Just be sure to give us that contact information again. A phone number and an email would be perfect, just in case we can't get a hold of you the one way. And then if you're having troubles with both of those, or you just want to send us some mail, you can also send it in the post. And if you want to do some decorations and do some mail art, you can do that too. So we would love to see all your guys' creativity during this time. And if you have any troubles or questions, you can always just email us at specialcollections@davenportlibrary.com, and we'll get back to you.
And we are also offering some prizes, some appropriate for adults, teens, and kids, a variety of digital and non-digital things. For example, subscriptions to magazines or writing tools such as journals or writing prompts. And speaking of that, we'll be posting websites that may be useful for tips and inspiration. We'll have more information about that.
And we'll try and create videos for you guys. If it's a new website to us or a new website to you guys, we'll try and figure out some of the fun details about it that might be useful for your writing. And so look for that next week. We'll post that onto Facebook and then put a link into our calendar of events. But a part of this really wonderful project that we want everyone to participate in, we are doing another project too. So Lynn and I have been doing this project since last fall. And so it is called In Your Own Words, an oral history project. So it's essentially just talking about your personalized history. It's focused on people who live in the Quad Cities. So the history of what's going on in our community. And so we started off with getting oral histories about the flood, about the Mississippi Valley Fair, which just celebrated its 100th anniversary, and then also the Iowa caucuses. But now we have a very timely topic. So we want to hear what you guys are doing on your daily lives. So if you feel inspired after writing your whatever format piece and submitting that, you can put your name onto the submission form and we'll contact you if you're interested in doing oral history. And then if you just want to contact us through Facebook or email again, you can do that too. And we'll also have an event on our calendar of events that you can register. And we'll get back to you and set up a time. So right now, since we're all social distancing, we're doing the oral histories via Zoom or another platform like that, another application. So we'll do, we're very flexible, so we can do video and audio, or we can just do audio. So it's kind of whatever you're comfortable with. And then that will be a part of the library's collection. just like your writing. So we'll keep that and preserve it. Any last words, Lynn?
No, just hoping to hear from you, and we will be talking with you again soon.
Thanks, guys. We really look forward to reading your writing.